to meet up.
And then we get a text a few minutes later saying, I'm on my way. And that wasn't her.
The next 48 hours, Tina says, is a nightmare she can't wake up from. Hours later, she'd find herself nearly an hour from their Dixon home in the trauma center at Vanderbilt.
She said, Mama, he tried to kill me. He was leaving me to die.
250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I'm your host, Michael T. Porter. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I got a bomb episode for y'all. I'm bringing the news to your ass like none other. But before I begin, y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share button. Hit that notification bell. And if you'd like to support the channel, Cash App $Michael US. Also check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Zachary Miles out there in Dixon, Tennessee. Shout out Dixon, shout out Tennessee. I gotta get out there. I heard they got some good food in Tennessee. Heard they got some good food, some good music. I'm gonna go out there and act a goddamn fool. But it's not about me, it's about Zachary Miles' wife, whom he stabbed multiple times and set her on fire along with the house. I got a video I want to play for y'all, and I'm going to be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go.
Some attack on Monday. Police arrested her husband and have charged him with attempted murder as well as aggravated arson.
We do want to warn you at home, the details in the story are disturbing. Steve Mailing explains why the husband faces those charges.
Tina Trotter, her two daughters, and her grandchildren had planned to get together on Monday night. When Tina's youngest daughter, Tessa, got home from work, they were getting ready to meet up.
And then we get a text a few minutes later saying, I'm on my way. And that wasn't her.
The next 48 hours, Tina says, is a nightmare she can't wake up from. Hours later, she'd find herself nearly an hour from their Dixon home in the trauma center at Vanderbilt.
She said, Mama, he tried to kill me. He was leaving me to die.
Trotter says her daughter Tessa told her what had happened and why she was in a hospital bed nearly unrecognizable from injuries she sustained.
The boys were sitting right there, my grandsons, and he grabbed her arm and stabbed her. She told Jackson, her oldest child, to go call 911, and he wouldn't let him do it.
Tina says her daughter then said her husband, who police identified as 28-year-old Zachary Mowell, allegedly put the kids in his truck. Investigators say Mowell then set their home on fire.
He promised me he would never do that and then do this in front of the boys. I don't know. That's why I can't get my head around it.
Tessa is at Vanderbilt, but stable. She's paralyzed from the waist down and suffered severe third-degree burns. Tina says there's two reasons she's alive. She's a fighter, and two bystanders driving by. She says they were in the area for a Facebook Marketplace item, saw the smoke, rushed inside, and put out the fire, consuming her daughter.
God bless you, and I will reach out to you as soon as I find out who you are. Our family is so thankful for y'all, because I wouldn't have her today.
Tina says Mal returned to the scene and eventually was arrested by law enforcement there battling the fire. She says her daughter has an intense road to recovery, but she has a ton of people in her corner.
She needed to be here with the boys, and we still got her.
Mal is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder and aggravated arson. In Dixon, Steve Mailing, WSMV4.
Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones news commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Zachary Mowell, I don't know what's going on in that house, but I'm pretty sure things were bad before it got to this part. I'm pretty sure that things were not going in their favor. I'm pretty sure neither one was happy in this relationship, and it's unfortunate that kids were involved. But to stab this woman up and set the house on fire, I think that's doing a little bit too much. Just leave or take a break. Sometimes I believe couples do need a break. I believe couples, I mean, you guys are always around each other. You guys have always, you guys are always setting these expectations. You guys are always bickering, always planning. It's a lot. Everybody need a break. You need a break from your job. You need a break from a relationship. You need a break from your kids. Just to Get yourself together. Let God pour some good stuff in you so you're able to pour into your family, especially if you're a man. But man and woman, even kids, everybody needs a break. And a good break to allow God to work on you, allow you to think, allow you to meditate, allow you to pray, allow you to work out, allow you to change up your eating habits, allow you to just refresh your mind and your spirit and get your emotions together. Everybody needs that break. There's some, I don't know if there was infidelity. I don't know if there was, only thing I think a man would want to do this, she threatened to leave him and take the kids. I don't know what threats she made to him, but my personal opinion, I believe she had enough of him. Like I said, this ain't the first time he acted a fool. I think she's beginning to see signs that this fool is crazy. And I believe she said, I think it's time for us to get a divorce. And he knows that his life is going to be ruined. She's going to take half. And then he's got to think about not being able to see his kids. And on top of that, another man is going to be, because when you get divorced, you know your woman is going to find another man. The thought of her being with somebody else, a thought of your kids listening to another man's authority, the thoughts of you guys never getting back together. I believe she threatened this man with a divorce, my personal opinion. He lost his mind, everything. I mean, I understand why men get so, I've never been married, I don't have any kids. I'm trying to get this money. But I understand how a man who has taken the time to restrain himself sexually. First off, a man has to restrain himself sexually, not be sexually active. So many beautiful girls out here. You can't talk to this girl for one. You restricted a man from operating in his natural state. His natural state is to be with a whole bunch of girls. So he disciplined himself. He aligned himself with God and said, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's not beneficial financially. It's not beneficial to my spirit. It's a lot of drama behind the breasts and the cute mouth and the behind. Having all those women are a problem. This is why God calls us to be with one person. So as he's mature, he went through his maturity, he grew up as a man, he's catering to this woman, he's working hard for this woman, all for this woman just to leave. Women, you have to understand that when a man is loyal to you and he's busting his ass, putting in 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, sometimes 16 hours a day, especially if it's something that he loves doing and you're benefiting from it, the kids are benefiting from it, all for you just to leave because you feel that he's not doing enough, or just because I'm not happy, that make a man flip, because he could have gave this to somebody else who's going to be with him through thick and thin. Now I'm just talking about, this is a scenario where I believe marriages can be repaired. I don't feel a woman shouldn't leave just because she's not happy. Nobody cares about your happiness, cares about getting, continuing to build our empire, making sure these kids are straight and set an example to our children and set an example for ourselves and those around us, and fulfilling our vows and being persistent and consistent. So it's not about your happiness, it's about duty. It's about all your happiness really comes last. It's about that empire. So this man trying to build an empire with this woman. Now you got to think about it. Now you got to start all over. Start all over while going through the court system to see his own kids. And she's going to take care of going back to another thing. And if he really loves this woman, he has to come with the grips that she's going. I've been through a lot of heartbreak. That's why I don't think getting with a lot of people is good, because it's a lot of heartbreaks. It's a lot of, you see the change in the person, the change in their behavior. They don't look at you the same. And especially if you're not out in the world, you know, if you're not been out in the world and really get to know yourself and really get to experience new things that are beneficial to yourself, new jobs, new people, new cars, then going through a breakup is not so bad, because I got other shit I gotta get going. And you begin to realize, once you got stuff going, new experiences, and you have understanding that people are going to be people come and go. So when I came to the realization, even if I meet a girl I really like, at any given moment she can leave. So I don't really get attached to women. Like, I really don't get attached to my significant other like that. Even if I'm married, my wife is not gonna be, what's the word? She's not gonna be my entire life. She's gonna be a part of my life. And that's what's gonna save, especially men and women. Don't make your person your entire life. Even though the person that you sleep with is the most important decision, they're not your entire life. They're the most important decision because they affect other parts of your life, right? So if you're going to school and doing this and this person don't want to work, the person that you're laying with who doesn't want to work, who doesn't want anything out of life, they're going to drag you down. You understand what I'm saying? The person, even now some people will make their wives everything's about my wife, everything's about my wife. That's crazy to me. Now some men do that. Now if you want to make your wife, because God is my number one, then my the things I want to accomplish, my projects, my videography, music, that comes second. Things I want to do and enjoy doing, and then she comes. Because if those two ain't working well, real estate, get into all the type of investments, building my empire, God, myself, gotta get myself together with God, and then building my empire. And she, even though she's a part of my empire, I mean catering to her hand and foot, that usually comes last, especially if I got things going. Because thing about business, everything is ran off human emotion. Even in business, you gotta treat your customers right, you gotta treat your employees right, and that's how typically businesses are thrive. Everything's in order, being organized. But here's the thing, when I'm talking about making a woman your entire life, that is your only purpose in life. What about building an empire? What about getting right with God? What about going out to the world and making changes in the world, change somebody's mind frame? What about other things? That's what I'm talking about. My wife would never be my entire life. And see, sounds like this. This is what happens. Mr. Zachary Mowry out there in Dixon, Tennessee, he has made his wife his entire life. And this is why you don't do that. When she leaves, you have absolutely nothing. Your mind was on this woman. You gave all your mind, all your heart, all your spirit to this woman, all your finances to a woman, and she took all that and she's going to give it to another man who ain't even going to do half, not even a quarter of what you've done for this woman. You giving your all, and then the next man just come along and bust her down, blowing her face out, blowing her back out. And now you got to go to talk to a stranger to get the visitations in line. You have to talk to a stranger, get the permission from a stranger to see your own kids. Oh, he lost his mind. He lost his mind. But y'all flood my comments. Why do y'all think he stabbed his wife up and tried to burn her inside of their home? Why y'all think that? Stabbed her up, poured gasoline on her, and tried to burn her, burn the house down, burn everything down. Y'all let me know. 250 G. I'm gone.